Untitled Lazaro Lab. I'm Ryan Lazaro.
No, we're not using that. You're going to do that shit over again, fucker. What was that?
I don't know.
Oh, God. Okay.
All right. Welcome to the Lazaro Lab. I'm Ryan Lazaro.
And I'm Matt Lazaro.
And this is how to burn fat.
No. So this is a review of a very popular video, another one that was sent to me
Dr.
about
Berg.
Yes, this gentleman right here looks like a doctor. Does he look pretty smart?
Yes.
The blue shirt does it for me.
The blue shirt, the slick hair.
Slick hair, yeah. I feel like
Whiteboard.
Yes, the whiteboard. So there's a video that people have sent to me numerous times. Actually, I think over the last few years. A lot of times I don't watch any of these things, but we have a good reason to watch them now. So we're gonna go through this and fact check them and
We're going to do a technical analysis.
Yes, that's a good, yeah. So shall we start?
Hey, it's Dr. Berg here. Listen,
Hi, Dr. Berg.
I have a question. How many times have you attempted to lose weight and it didn't work out?
A lot.
How many failures do you have in the area of weight loss?
Ryan.
Once, twice, 100?
I would have considered them a
As
failure.
you age, it becomes
I'm
more
happy.
difficult to lose weight. If your metabolism is stuck and you plateaued,
Oh.
I need your undivided attention.
He's triggering me already. I got a little red flag. He said
Metabolism stuck.
stuck, as if it stops. You know, if your metabolism stopped, you would die. That means you're dead. So, anyways, let's just listen to
I'm going
this.
to show you a completely different way.
A different
to approach
way.
weight loss. And this is going to change the course of your attempts. You need a happy ending to the struggles. All I want is for you.
We need a happy ending.
If you still even have the slightest consideration that you cannot be helped,
Ryan, you cannot
watch
be
this
helped.
video to the entire end and you will have the confidence that it will work for you.
Okay.
I promise that. So get out a pen and paper and take notes because I need
Ooh.
your undivided
Oh,
attention.
I got my phone.
Hi, my name is Dr. Berg. I've been in practice for 27 years. I trained over 2,500 doctors in the area of alternative medicine. I taught at
This
Howard
is all-
University in the area of nutrition as
This
a
is
part-time
interesting.
professor. I have a best
He says alternative medicine. What does that mean, Ryan?
I would assume like alternative rock.
I see what he's doing. He's actually saying, here's my credentials. So I'm an authority now. So he's appealing to authority right now with his, before he starts presenting. So that kind of makes
Because
me worried.
of this, I'm right.
Yes. Okay. So let's just skip through that.
I
I
also
get
have
it.
over
You have a lot of
30
views. Okay.
I used to be
So
a
does
junk food
PewDiePie,
junkie.
and he does not an expert.
I was a sugar fiend. I would eat tons of junk food, and I had no awareness of health. But it caught up to me when I was 28 years old. I'm 29 now. No, I'm just kidding. When I was 28, I started developing arthritis, inflammation,
Okay.
chronic adrenal burnout.
Ooh,
chronic
okay.
fatigue
So he must
syndrome.
not be a real doctor, because that's not a real thing generally.
The chronic adrenal
Yeah.
burnout.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm not a doctor either, so what do I know?
My digestive
So he's saying
system
that he
was
basically
all
had a bunch
inflamed.
of,
I had arthritis
stuff.
in my finger.
Sounds like all my clients. Like I feel like crap basically, and I'm tired. That's what he's saying. So let's fast forward it because I'm getting bored already.
But I cheated so much.
I don't really
Does
care
his wife
about
know?
you. Tell us how to
I used
burn
say,
fat.
well, I'll eat healthy when I graduate from college, right? And then it went from I'll eat
Yeah,
healthy.
yeah.
That
Okay,
led
so
me to
I'm gonna fast forward, guys, because he keeps just telling his story, which has nothing to do with anything right now. So let's go from here.
healthy to lose the weight. It's get healthy first, and then lose the weight second.
Well, I kind of have a problem with
Should
that
be,
statement.
I don't know. Isn't that organic?
Yeah, you're gonna get healthier any way you lose weight, regardless of weight loss.
But he said you're going to get healthy first.
Yeah, but I feel like he's making an argument for you to say he's making the argument that you can't lose weight until you get healthy.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean,
Because
that's how you
weight
get
is
healthy.
a symptom. It's not the cause. It's a symptom of an unhealthy body.
Get rid of the
Losing
cause
weight
of the
is
weight
actually
gain.
very unnatural to the body. The body doesn't like to lose weight.
Ah,
it goes against its purpose
does.
to survive. So it doesn't like to lose anything. So the weight is the tip of the iceberg. The real thing is something that I'm going to show you next.
Uh-oh, I'm ready.
It has to do with a very specific
this is already a
hormone
trigger.
that's holding
Red
down
flag.
metabolism. There are two sets of hormones.
Anytime that you start with saying the cause of weight gain is only hormones, before you say eating too freaking much, it's a red flag. I'm just saying. We have like
His E is bothering me.
yeah, his writing goes, I guess, too. It's like whoop,
Harmony.
hormony.
Hormones that make you gain weight and hormones that help you lose weight. Most mainstream advice focuses on the calories, but they ignore the hormone triggers. Instead,
You focus on calories because you kind of have to. If you don't focus on calories, you don't lose weight. Like, it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Hormones trigger.
stimulate the metabolism. They try to give you an appetite
Like-
suppressant. They're trying to, do some type of trick to
Stimulate the
trick your
metabolism.
metabolism through some exercise. But that
Wake
is
it up.
never going to
Oh
work.
my goodness.
Now I'm going to show you the secret, but I need your full attention.
You
If
have my
checked
full
out,
attention.
Check back in right now because
Checking in,
this
sir.
is vital. So the hormone that stops you from losing weight is called
Oh,
insulin.
he's in one of those
A lot of
camps.
people
Okay.
don't-
So there is a couple of different camps that people are in terms of talking about weight loss. And there's a lot of these people right now that are dead set on saying insulin is the main thing. And so short answer is he's wrong. But we'll get into why. But let's listen to him explain himself wrong.
Just as relating to diabetes, but it has another function, a huge function, and it is the hormone that puts fat not only on your body but mainly your midsection. It also prevents you from losing weight. It's called the fat storage hormone. And here's what people don't realize.
So that's
In
the
presence
definition?
of even a
No.
I'll look it up.
Well, the thing about see, here's the problem when you start chasing hormones, and hormones are dual functioning, right? In a certain amount, you're going to have a positive physiological response that you need, and in a certain amount, you're going to have a negative response. So he's not talking about amounts yet, and he's making the claim that in any presence, you're not going to burn fat. So
tiny little bit of insulin, all fat-burning hormones.
okay, I got to
are
fast forward a little bit.
Glass.
The problem with this is that weight loss is always constituted by a net negative energy balance, so having less energy. Okay, so if someone has an issue with insulin, typically they're eating too much
Gotcha.
because
They're already overeating, which goes back to calories.
So when you eat, the body actually needs a more, your sugar levels rise, and to regulate the sugar levels, your pancreas manufactures insulin to bind to them, to transport it, to utilize it. And the problem with this hypothesis is that it completely ignores energy balance overall. Like they're not, and so that's our biggest problem in the sense of them saying this. So there's some truth behind. It's almost like he's explaining it backwards. Like high insulin is a symptom of eating too much.
Yeah.
Right? Or high insulin is a symptom of being diabetic or actually becoming insulin resistant because you're unable to either manufacture it, or your ability for the insulin to bond to sugar becomes lower. All right. And so there's all these other issues. And as a byproduct of that and excess energy in the blood, you gain weight. Like, duh. Yeah. Like,
obviously.
Wine, a bagel, even a piece of fruit. If you have a problem
He must
with this
be
hormone,
all low carb.
you're not going to lose weight for the
Probably.
next
The
48
Atkins man.
hours.
You're not gonna
When
lose-
you see someone
I
with
guarantee you eat a bagel and that's all you freaking ate, and you're going to lose weight.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
fat, you can be 100% sure that that person has too much insulin. So
Basically,
the insulin goes up,
too much
a
calorie
person gains
consumption.
weight. When the insulin goes down,
eating too
you
much.
lose the weight.
Because you're not going to
Let's just look at
manufacture
this
a
book
ton of
called
insulin
Guyton's
without food.
Physiology,
Yeah.
the authority medical book in every medical school. All aspects of fat metabolism are greatly enhanced in the absence of insulin. So we need to create
Yeah,
an
but that's not
absence
the-
of insulin to lose weight. Based on the information on insulin, you can predict what diet is going to work and which one is not. So if you took the Atkins diet or Weight Watchers or paleo or vegan or ketogenic, the question is, does any of these lower insulin? Those are the ones that are going to work.
Yeah,
Insulin
if you eat
is the
less
switch
enough.
that determines whether you burn fat
you overeat
or
too
you
many
make
fat calories.
So the next question is, what lowers insulin?
Eating
Here are
less.
the things. Number one, carbohydrates. Now, you probably already know this, that low-carb diets are very, very healthy. So you want to cut the sugar out, you want to cut the hidden sugars out. That does include
If you
the
eat a
breads,
shit ton of
pasta, cereal,
protein on a
crackers,
low-carb
biscuits, waffles,
diet,
pancakes, muffins.
that's the
Or
thing.
you're just so physically active, you need those carbs as an adequate source of fuel.
Yeah, but see, if you cut your carbs, let's say your total energy balance to sustain your weight is 2,500 calories a day.
Mm-hmm.
If you ate 2,600 calories on the low carb diet, you're going to gain weight.
Yeah, you're just overeating. So.
You're still overeating. Everything that he's listing here is still a reference of
overeating.
Well, the way to
lowering.
fix it is to stop eating so much.
Yeah,
like
there's excess protein, so that's still eating less.
Well, see, okay, so number 4 is contradictive to number 1.
Low fat proteins.
Yeah.
But
Let's
it's
just listen. Hold on.
Alcohol, flavored yogurts, fruits. Okay. Most people know that. Some people don't.
There's
Number
nothing
2,
wrong with eating
avoid
fruits, guys.
combining protein
Look at Ryan,
with
he's a big
sugar.
old fruit.
So if you were going to go to a restaurant and order a breaded piece of meat, or maybe it's a hot and sweet sour chicken, from a Chinese restaurant,
Yeah,
or
that's
like
definitely
a
not
hamburger
healthy.
with the bun, or a hamburger with
You see how much
fries.
they give you, though? You go to the Chinese restaurant, they're giving you, like, sweet and sour chicken,
Average
pork. So much.
serving size.
Yeah. Like,
I mean,
yeah.
no, it's average recommended serving size. You see how big they are over there?
Stop.
Or hamburger with the Coke.
Oh.
That will greatly spike insulin way more than if you eat these separated.
Here's the problem with that he's talking about insulin spikes. Insulin spikes, you have to be able to measure it, and measuring insulin is very difficult. So one thing we can do is measure glucose. And one thing that we do know from some of the bigger studies done on glucose management is that there's such a huge variable with everybody in the sense of what causes a higher response.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, so like, just because I eat a cup of rice doesn't guarantee I'm going to have this large insulin spike. But somebody else that may eat it may actually have it, right? So there's individualized tolerances to these things, and we know that. There was a huge study in Israel that actually proved that. It's better than the study that they did on originally, like with the diabetic one, basically the glycemic index. Glycemic index, it's basically out of date because it's not in a context. But this other study had such broad spectrum, and it showed it's so individualized in the sense of glucose response, and your glucose response will dictate the insulin response. More glucose, more insulin. It just kind of, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Unless there's a problem, like if you're diabetic, you're not able to manufacture the insulin, or if you're insulin resistant, right? Or if you're type 1, then you don't make any insulin, then you might, that's a whole nother issue.
Okay.
So he's saying how
Number
to
3,
burn
and
fat.
this is one that people don't realize. Lean, low-fat proteins trigger insulin more than fattier proteins.
Depends how much you
So
eat.
if you were going to
Come
buy
on.
like a
and
burger,
it's individualized. We already know that.
and you had 95% versus 85%, and there's more fat, I would go for the fattier meat because
Ryan knows that this is false.
Overeat, huh?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Literally, like there's countless. I have countless clients, and also Ryan himself. This is literally. Remember, we were talking, and you were like, "I don't understand why I'm not losing weight." You
Eating
were
clean.
You were food prepping. You were measuring your food, but the
Obviously,
one
I
thing,
wasn't tracking it in the food log, though.
No, you weren't, because if you would have logged that you were
I would've
eating
found out
80-20.
the meat that I was having was supposed to be like 400 calories, so 600 to 800 calories per serving.
And then, so it's like an extra 200 calories per meal.
Yeah.
So you
it's
were almost in
extra 800 calories a day.
A day, yeah. So
No wonder I was
oh, you felt good,
surprisingly maintaining.
though? Yeah, you maintained. Well, you can maintain a lot of calories with those arms. So it's funny, like everything he's saying is proving that calorie management is the way to burn fat. Like literally, I don't understand what he's getting at.
Tends to buffer insulin.
Oh, and the other thing, he's not mentioned any in reference to anything in the sense of measuring insulin.
Yeah.
Like what level of insulin prevents what, right? Like what's it really?
what's
He's not talking about measuring it. You know why? Because you can't really, unless you're in other controlled settings with certain types of lab work.
Protein,
Anyways.
specifically protein powders like whey protein, that will spike insulin more. That's a
Which,
new one.
actually,
Next one.
there is some studies on that, I believe, and it was a positive thing to have the whey protein after a workout that caused some type of insulin spike. Because insulin is what? Anabolic. And so if you're eating the right amount of protein and you do have an increase in and I hate the word spike, as we know, it doesn't apply to hormones. It's a very bad way of explaining how hormones work, and I'm not even a hormones expert, and I know that. And so the funny thing is, the book that he referenced, I actually have. If you read about set points of how hormones fluctuate, like it's the way they're describing it's incorrect. But anyway, so it's just all for fluff, anyways. Here, let's continue listening.
Excessive protein. Large amounts of protein convert to insulin. So the ideal amount of protein is between 3 to 6 ounces.
Yeah, if you're a child.
Okay, I hope you're taking notes.
I guarantee
Next
you,
one,
when I
MSG,
eat 8 ounces of
monosodium
meat,
glutamate.
I'm
What is
okay.
that? That is a chemical that enlarges your taste buds to make the food taste more savory,
Oh.
to make it more delicious than it really is.
So then what happens? You eat more.
Yeah.
He's literally, like, he's supporting my evidence that I'm presenting against him, and he's proving what he's saying is incorrect.
All the fast food places have MSG.
I like
in
MSG,
their-
actually.
their food,
Tastes amazing.
Peruvian chicken, they put MSG.
Does it have flavor by itself?
And so there's MSG
Tastes like salt.
in so many
It is
foods
salt,
in the grocery store.
monosodium glutamate.
But here's the problem. It spikes insulin by 200.
Oh, I better have a lot of that after I work out.
Yeah, I know.
Throw a
So
scoop
here
of
you
that.
are.
In
with
what
protein.
context? See, he said it spikes
It's
200%.
good.
Measured from what?
But then all
Measured
of a
from
sudden,
what?
You notice
Yeah.
next day you
And
just
how
gained a
much?
bunch of weight
How much was on there?
because it
What
spikes
was
Yeah.
had?
insulin.
What was it on?
quantity did you
Next
have to
one.
consume to increase it?
You
from?
go to a Chinese food buffet, you have plenty of MSG, but you've ate a crap ton of food. Yeah, you're going to increase your insulin. You're also going to be in a food
Wonder
coma.
if that study was done by just having a
Is
large
stress.
meal
So
with
I
MSG
wrote a
in it.
book on body
Probably.
types. So the adrenal body type.
Oh
is the
God,
one
he's talking
with
about
belly
body
fat.
types. We should probably stop it already. 'Cause that's not a real thing.
triggered by cortisol.
Body types are not a real thing. They're not. You eat if you're unhealthy and you're gaining weight and you're not taking care of yourself. These body types will always appear because genetically humans will store fat a certain way.
Yeah, different.
We're bipedal animals, which means the majority of the weight will be at our center of gravity. This is why men, in theory, will gain more fat around their abdominals. Women, it's a little bit lower around their hips because their center of gravity is different. And then there's genetic components of when you're overfed all the time, you're going to store fat more in certain areas just from a genetic variation, not because of a body type that's made up. Anyway, so it's...
And that's triggered by cortisol.
I'm
That's the
triggered by
stress
you.
hormone. But here's the thing. Cortisol doesn't increase the belly fat directly. It works through insulin. So stress
so it
increases
sounds like we need to just
insulin.
remove insulin in total.
Okay?
He'll
And lastly,
die.
too frequent meals, too frequently eating. If you eat too frequently, like 5 to 6 times a day versus 2 or 3 times a day, that's going to spike insulin. Why? Because eating in general increases.
You have more insulin circulating because you ate, period.
Yeah,
Like,
there's more volume of it. 'cause
yeah,
you're eating
some
more
people are more
consistently.
active, so more likely it's probably okay for them to eat more. I don't like to eat all the time. Like, I eat maybe 3 main meals.
I don't mind.
Yeah, and you eat more often. But yeah, no, that's BS. But
I know.
see, here's the thing.
Does-
This is why I know this observationally with clients. Clients that like to have frequent meals tend to snack, and if you're snacking, you're not snacking on like chicken breast. You know what I'm saying?
Celery.
Yeah, you're not snacking on vegetables. What do you think they're eating, Ryan?
My snack's the outright bar, which is
That's
300 calories.
Yeah, but let's say you're at home with the kids.
Yeah.
What are you
I'm
gonna snack
gonna
on?
have like goldfish and
Yeah. What is that?
Oreos.
It's just pure carbohydrates a lot of times.
carbs
And then
and sugar.
you eat like 100 grams of carbs, and next thing you know, you're wondering
Yeah.
why you're diabetic. No. All right. So
No matter what you eat, it's spiking
it's
insulin. So
it's
if you-
literally everything he listed, guys, basically insinuates eating too much is bad. I agree.
But done in a bad format.
He's saying it's like, of course, you eat less, you lower your insulin. Duh. Okay, let's keep going. Let's fast forward this because he's just talking about. Okay, so
New topic. Looks like.
is it? Kind of. We'll see.
attempt these actions, and you're going to lose weight, but you're not going to fully reach your goal.
What's your goal,
Because
guy?
there's a condition that will prevent you from getting 100% results. Let me show you what that is. It's called insulin resistance.
Yeah.
Insulin
You know how you
has
get that?
become dysfunctional. It's become damaged.
Eating
to
too
the
much.
point where it doesn't work anymore. The body is resisting it because there's too
Yes,
much.
I
of it.
agree. It's bad.
So it blocks it. People with insulin resistance have 5 to 7 times.
Measured by what?
Well, no, okay. So this is true.
Mm-hmm.
If you have insulin resistance, you have more insulin circulating in the blood.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because it can't bind to anything because your body's the receptors
Oh,
are
it's
resistant.
not- yeah.
So it's of course
Not
where
connect.
the hell is it going to go?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make any. Like, no shit. You're bringing you're making a statement that doesn't make any sense. Just trying to
more
scare
insulin
people.
than normal
It's like
people.
if someone's overweight and they're almost
if you were to
diabetic,
test-
they should know they need to be told it's because they eat like shit and they eat
Yeah.
too much. Like, no, they don't need to be told your insulin's off, because of this. Like, yeah, we know you eat hot fries and Cheetos all the time, like and Hot Pockets and freaking pretzels. Like, are those foods not that great for you? Yeah, of course. But if you actually just ate less of them, will it make a minor improvement?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. There's people that lose weight eating. There's a great example of a doctor that ate only Twinkies, and he lost hella weight, and his blood lipids, all of his blood work improved. Want to know why? Because he lost freaking weight.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying that you should do that, right?
I was
At all.
willing to try.
I think you.
Twinkies and protein shakes.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that that's the best route. And I'm not even talking about health altogether, but we're talking about weight loss and burning fat. Like you can burn fat eating carbohydrates and eating sugar and all these things. Is it problematic to eat these foods? Yes. But we need to be honest with people and not say that there's these convoluted statements.
Well, I mean, a lot of people they go back to the ketogenic diet, and
which I am a fan of within
Yeah.
the right context, right?
but then wouldn't you potentially burn the same amount of
Yeah, you're not burning.
1,500 calories of being on a keto diet to 1,500 calories being on a diet with carbs?
Assuming that you're expending the same exact amount of energy.
Yeah, they would still be fine.
Your weight loss would be the same.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
Well, a lot of people
proof.
think. A lot of people think like it won't be.
They've ran controlled studies on
Yeah.
that, and they show that these people are not losing more weight.
Mm-hmm.
The people that actually were eating carbs were losing a little bit more weight, and it's probably because they felt better.
I was gonna say mentally and physical
Yeah.
performance. So it is something that
But
helps a lot of people.
there are some instances where I am a little more biased towards a lower carb diet or even a potential ketogenic diet in certain circumstances for certain people.
Mm-hmm.
But for the vast majority of the population that does not like these ridiculous, like high restrictive diets, like it's not
I think
ideal.
they restrict themselves for too long, and then they
Someone
Yeah.
with insulin resistance,
Once
they
they
might
have
have
carbs,
normal
they flip.
blood glucose,
like you,
but they
right?
have very high insulin. The doctors
I always
never
like carbs.
check that.
I know.
The glucose test completely different.
Yeah. We know. Okay, insulin resistance bad. We're gonna fast forward through
You
this.
become less cranky.
Okay, well, let me go here. What's his other claim?
Lose resistance.
Okay. Insulin resistance, he's saying belly fat, despite sit-ups don't freaking get rid of your belly fat. I'm going to punch you. Like, what the hell? I've never,
Oh man, I haven't seen anyone say that statement for a long time.
what's funny? Like, remember when I used to prep athletes, right? They would be shredded to pieces and never work out their abs.
No.
Like, it's just plateaued despite eating healthy. Okay, eating healthy
Is a
does not
wide
mean you're
spectrum.
eating the right amount, right? Like, people tell me
Just
they're
because
eating
you're
healthy.
eating foods that are considered healthy, you're still overeating.
Yeah, but even they're considered healthy by whose standard?
Yeah.
Like that doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense, right? Like Vegans will tell you that meat's unhealthy, and then everybody else will say that carnivore people crazy. They'll say vegetables are going to kill you, and maybe in certain circumstances they will. What else does it say?
So carbs reduce stress. What does that say?
Stress, lead. I don't know. Crave sugar and carbs.
Need nap after eating, brain fog.
Yeah, a lot of those
worse
things are
eyesight.
are definitely related to that. I agree.
Belly fat no matter what. Number 2, you get plateaued despite eating healthy.
You're not eating healthy if you're
Number
plateaued.
3, when you eat carbohydrates, you feel better. It reduces your stress. You become less cranky.
That's
Number
just
4,
life.
you crave sugar.
That's what it said. Less cranky. The funny thing about that is like if you know who feels better when they eat carbs?
Who?
People on a low carb diet.
That's true.
Yeah.
And carbs. Number 5, a need for a nap after lunch.
That means your lunch is too big.
6.
Honestly, you're eating way too much food if that's happening. And then the brain fog, the eyesight stuff.
Dementia,
I can't read some of
absent-mindedness.
this stuff.
You start
Absent-mindedness.
lacking the
This is
clarity
why you feel
of
like crap, Ryan. I
focus,
see what you eat sometimes.
especially when
You're
you're
insulin resistant because you have
Oh,
too much
man.
fat around your belly.
worse eyesight, especially as the day progresses.
It has nothing to do with the fact that
At
our
night, your
freaking
vision
workouts
is
are
worse.
stupid hard sometimes.
I mean, think about a diabetic.
Not satisfied after
Diabetic,
eating. You know who's not
they go
satisfied
blind.
after eating? People on a low carb diet. Now, a lot of times you got to remember too, it's actually more related to there's other instances of less not having satisfaction. Are some of these things indicating factors potentially that you have insulin resistance happening? You know, the best thing to check is just go get lab work, guys. Like, there's no point in guessing. And if you feel bad like this, you're probably eating like crap. You're not eating well enough, or you're probably not sleeping. There's a whole slew of things, guys. So we're going to fast forward through this because none of these are relevant in the sense of making change.
So that's a symptom of a pre-diabetic symptom of
Yes,
insulin
I
resistance.
agree.
Do you find that in the morning your stomach is a little bit lower, but at the end of the day it's swole up, or maybe after you eat it just swells up? That's insulin resistance.
Because it's full of food.
So there
water.
may be some. Okay. So when some people have excess insulin, they do have more inflammation in the body, and they may retain water. And so this is why it's common to diabetics. And
So it's not necessarily but food is not being digested.
but other people no, but that's also a thing. But also it could have been you ate a lot of sodium, you ate too many carbohydrates, or you just ate.
So bloating is considered inflammation.
It is inflammation, yeah. And so, but we can't say we know definitively that insulin is the key indicating factor every time. Maybe there is higher circulating insulin levels because of how much you ate, but we can't say that insulin is the causation of that. It's because of what you freaking ate.
Yeah.
Like it still comes back down to you ate too damn much. You know, like obviously I keep sounding like a broken record, but this is the truth though, and this is important that people don't get misled by. Oh, it's it's my
You can see
my
insulin
hormones.
creates a
Yeah,
lot of
I hear that crap
problems.
too much.
Now, there are also dangerous long-term side effects of too much insulin as well.
Yes, yeah, you die. You accelerate aging, and
Yeah.
accelerate aging leads to
Heart disease,
Yes,
diabetes.
he's 100% right here, guys. Yes, but the insulin is one of the many things that's
Factors,
happening that's causing some of this. So we're going to agree to disagree on that. And I'm fast forward, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Do you feel like you have too much insulin, Ryan? Oh, wait. What did he say here? Can you do it with food alone? Yes.
Alone, that's a very good question. Maybe if you were to have all organic
Oh, man. He's one of those. Oh,
fertile
my God.
soils that
Oh,
grow
we got
farmers market-
organic fertile soils.
You know how many of my clients have lost weight just changing how they eat?
But they're not doing organic fertile
No,
soils.
they don't eat that crap. Like half the damn organic stuff has other forms of.
Pesticides.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is the thing. This is a whole nother topic.
It's just the ones that are not.
You know what's funny? Like I've clients that are farmers, and they'll say, "Oh, I just have to go down and have this."
Yeah, it has
sign."
to only be a certain ratio.
But organic doesn't mean better guaranteed. Like you still could have certain pesticides that you may respond bad to. That's a whole nother topic, though. I don't even want to get into that.
or the health store, and you
But
can
no.
make it
Yeah,
higher
yeah,
in
yeah.
America than it is now. And you can actually research that and find that. I think the USDA RDAs, if you look that up, which I have, like the nutrition was way higher. Now it's depleted because the farmers have not been putting
nutrient availability in certain foods is less to a degree.
People are thinner than Americans. I believe because their soil is
oh my god.
Okay, with nutrition.
Because
where do you think this guy lives? I bet you he lives in somewhere like San Diego where he doesn't see real people. Like, go to the Midwest. You'll see why they're all obese.
Where you eat.
Go to Walmart. I mean, that's.
But it's the soil.
It's the soil, guys. It's the soil.
So I'm gonna go get soil from over there, and then
from where Africa, wherever you.
Africans, they don't have teeth problems. They don't get.
Because they don't get to eat.
In America, everyone goes to the dentist every 5 seconds.
I mean, they don't have the availability to a lot of the processed stuff that we do.
Yeah, Western A. Price is a great book by him, and his book, to an extent, proves the fact that like when you start involving a lot of processed foods, it may or may not be specifically the fact that you're eating processed foods. It may be just a correlation, but the thing that usually happens when people consume more processed foods is what they usually eat more. There's a whole bunch of other factors.
That's a whole different lifestyle from here to there.
Oh yeah, so we're not living off the land.
No,
no one killed.
I'm sure they're not just sitting down watching cable
or making a podcast. Yeah, it's more complicated, guys. Let's fast forward through this.
Certain vitamins, as this dependent on, and that has to do with this one mineral called potassium.
Okay.
Potassium is something that you need in large quantities. You need 4,700 milligrams every single day. Now you might say, well, I eat a banana a day, so that should be enough, right? Bananas only have 300 milligrams.
To an extent. So potassium is important, but so is sodium.
4,700
So is all of it, like magnesium.
One banana is only 300.
All the minerals.
That's 15 bananas. You'd have to eat 15 bananas every single day.
You just eat a sirloin steak. The potassium in that's higher. It's like 600 milligrams per 4 ounces.
Avocados are high in potassium, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
5 avocados every single day.
But I guarantee you, if you just eat more potassium, it's not going to help you burn more fat.
Like rich, just one little mineral.
Yeah.
What ingredient, what remedy that would be grown on
eating
organic,
less. That's the ingredient.
Dense soils that could provide.
It's really making it feel like people
to get us healthy.
Aren't going to be able to lose weight.
This is what I found.
Well,
here it is. Wheatgrass juice powder.
Gosh.
Now why?
This food just say. Did he just say that you need wheatgrass juice powder?
And
I don't know, guys. This is very sketch. Okay, like yes, there's nutrients in there.
Claim.
But I mean, is it really going to do anything
because
tremendous?
Wheatgrass juice powder has some amazing properties. First of all, 1 teaspoon is equivalent to 6 to 10 shots of wheatgrass.
What?
Also, it's equivalent to 1 tray of wheatgrass, 12 inches.
So we should be eating grass.
I was going to say, be a cow now.
1 tray of wheatgrass.
Let me guess, he sells this powder.
It's 100% organic. There's no gluten, no GMO.
Yeah, no shit. Okay.
No preservatives.
Grown on ancient seabeds.
Cool. It's grown on an ancient seabed. That's an old ocean.
Dude, this is like snake oil salesman at its best.
I want to see these ancient seabeds.
It's an ancient. Isn't all the seabed ancient?
Yeah,
it's all the same.
Like it's the same time.
Like how the hell is one seabed more not ancient? Yeah, it's been there this whole time.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what else he's talking about.
I'll really hope I meet this guy. I'm like, show me those ancient seabeds where this stuff is grown.
Dried trace minerals, the salts. So when this wheatgrass is grown on soil, you get incredible properties.
Look at the deep sea. Hey, wait,
that
we have it in the back of us, right? Like, where is it exactly?
Incredible. In fact, the only other place that I know that has that type of soil is where there's like volcanic ash in different parts of the world.
Guys, taking one thing.
So far it's 15 bananas and a tray of grass.
No, I don't think he was advocating to eat the bananas. He's going hard at this part, right? You know, the funny thing is depleted. Let's just say everything is extremely depleted, right? Like
There's still caloric value to everything.
There's still caloric value to everything, but then there's also what? Your body manufactures a lot of these things anyways, and then it stores the other ones. And so,
Has he ever said eat less at all?
No, not yet.
And if you go to the health store and buy wheatgrass, it's grown on not even soil.
Ryan will
it's
be
grown
right
on
back.
a little bit of a fiber, so you don't get near the nutrition. See, the plant breaks down the minerals or the rocks and converts those into a plant-based mineral.
Yeah, yeah.
There are 100. Other cool thing that's unique about this type of wheatgrass juice that I have is that it uses a special dehydrating process. Not even dehydrating. It's called bioactive dehydration.
Man, you're
But
selling
it's
this
not
hard.
like the
Let's just
other-
fast forward
really
through this.
Delicate enzymes are preserved.
Is it good to add these things into your diet? Yes. You know what I mean? Like, is it good to have a diversity, a larger diversity in your diet? Period. Absolutely. And do certain things yield higher nutritional value than others? Absolutely too. But the problem with this is like, if you're saying that you're going to use it to supplement making better choices with your diet overall, I think that's great. I do. I promote that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, like, you have to know how to manage your calories, and that takes planning, that takes structure, that takes, it takes a lot of things. It takes a psychological element of just making sure you're ready and prepared too. So
when you take this
but
stuff,
those
it's
special
like drinking
enzymes are going to
pure
help you
health.
guys.
You feel like your energy comes up. It's like alternative to coffee.
There's no alternative to coffee. I'm just going to say that now, unless you're drinking one of these. It doesn't have that much caffeine, actually, but I like it. Well, that's the thing. You know what makes you feel more energized, guys, is getting a good night's sleep. Getting 7-8 hours of sleep at night, that's going to make you feel energized, not wheatgrass.
Up. It makes you feel healthy right away. And the other thing is that it's a wheatgrass juice powder. It's not a wheatgrass powder. The powder. You're not
Low
getting the
glycemic,
fiber.
blah, blah, blah.
You have to have it.
All right, we need to...
My wheatgrass.
He is selling it. I knew it.
So what I did...
I knew it. Look, Ryan, we're going to have to start selling it at the store.
Wheatgrass is called kamut. Kamut wheatgrass.
Look, here. Ryan's coming back in, guys. Look at this. He pitched it so hard. I feel like we need to make an order.
Dr. Berg, you naughty man.
Naughty boy. Hey, we're not anti-supplement.
No.
But he made a whole presentation on what?
Based on the fact that you should take this to lose weight.
Yeah. All the other stuff prior
Made no relation to this.
There's no correlation to this. It still never said anything about eating a certain amount, eating certain foods. Like, at least commit to something. Was this all a sham to make us buy raw wheatgrass juice powder, Ryan?
Yes.
I am sold on it. I want to meet this guy.
Right here.
I'm going to tag him.
What I did is I added a type of organic wheatgrass. It's called kamut.
Ooh, he added kamut, Ryan.
Wheatgrass has a
I'm going to fast forward this.
lemon.
He said something about
on the
Egyptians.
go, and now they're bringing it back. It's
Oh,
amazing.
it's good because Egyptians had it, Ryan.
So I wanted it to taste really delicious, so I added an organic lemon flavor to it.
Ooh,
So
added
it's
organic
not just-
lemon flavor, Ryan.
How long is this
So there's
video?
no
I don't know.
23 minutes to pitch
So
your...
we're comparing 1 teaspoon,
shot.
which is
Two. It says 250 per shot. There, we're gonna.
There's
Oh, look at this. He's doing a really good breakdown of like
Okay, yeah, one shot. Oh, he's doing the whole money
the
breakdown.
whole money breakdown. I know that trick. It's only 66 cents a day, guys.
As I said, 1 tablespoon, 50 to 66 cents a day.
Yeah. You know what makes you save money?
Eating less.
Yes. Your first wheatgrass powder will be shipped. Is there any other thing that's not related to wheatgrass powder right now?
Nope. That's all the way till the end with the phone number.
Wow.
Nope. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. He's a definite keto guy. All right, guys. So we're
I'm
gonna.
disappointed in him.
Wow. Look at. He must be a hardcore keto guy. Oh, look at who popped back up. I'll look like we're gonna have to film some more with this guy right here. Well, we'll get to it. 10 Commandments of Keto Food Transformation. So, yeah. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I didn't. And
I'm disappointed in him.
yeah, I really thought he was going to go somewhere. Oh, look at this. He has one. Maybe we'll watch this one. 40 minutes. Jesus. I don't know. Maybe not. Anyways, guys, I think that's about it for us on this one. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yep. Thank you for tuning in to the Lazaro Lab. Please like and subscribe and send us any recommendations of videos you'd like to have a technical
Technical analysis.